massive, massive collision for Brad Keselowski, who makes just a hellacious hit into the inside wall off turn 2.
And it looks as though that car is sideways, maybe up on top. Yeah, it's up on top of the tire barriers. So Brad Keselowski, you see the window net is down, but hard contact for the 2 and Brad Keselowski into those tire barriers. He's going to try to climb out of that car. And he hops up.
Eric Jones tries to feel the hole, and Brad, oh, it's very tight right there. Brad coming down the 20, trying to get in that position, and it took all the air off the right side of that 20 car. Eric Jones getting a little bit loose there underneath the 2.
The passenger side contact for that 2 getting up under the tires.
I actually think those tires were very well placed. That wall is kind of an opposite angle. So while it looks very dangerous up on its side like that, I think that protected Brad from hitting kind of a negative angle against a very solid wall. This is another view. Look at the 20 with a huge impact, and then the 2 slides across the left side right here. And as I mentioned, those tire barriers, Jeff, why, you know, they look vicious. I think they have to be softer than the concrete wall behind them.
Yeah, you know, normally tires, you know, there's a problem with tires, but in this case, I mean, yes, it put the car on its side, but look how fast they're still going. This impact right here, you would think would have slowed the car down more, but as he turns and goes across the racetrack, it is rolling. I mean, still flying. Hits that wall. It absorbed a ton of impact.
Yeah, we talked about
a huge hit.
Yeah, we talked about the 2 car, but also the fuel cell and safety in the back of that 20 car to keep that car from catching fire. Pretty amazing.
57 laps complete this time by, and look at this pack. Trouble off
trouble,
turn 4.
big trouble.
Newman slams the wall. Man. Comes Schrader, and Newman is in the air and over. Ryan Newman, last year's Rookie of the Year. The rear end ripped from the car as he slides down the asphalt, and when that car hit the grass of the tri-oval, Ryan Newman went upside down.
Let's watch her here and see what happens. Oh, Kenny Schrader got out of control, got into him. Oh, that's what happened, Mike. His right rear tire came off. Car goes airborne, then when it hits the ground, it digs in and just rips it apart.
Prior to today, the only place where... Oh, big trouble. That's the rookie Suarez up and over Regan Smith, the big one at Daytona in the tri-oval.
Let's see if we can see what happens. Kyle Busch was pushing the rookie, giving him a shove here. Kyle Larson, excuse me. And it looks like he just gets him in a bad spot right there, and he just got behind in his steering.
Yeah, he got too far to the right, and coming off of the corner right there, that car unloads as you come off of that banking, and it just took just a little bit too much, and that's that window that you have to push.
Bad crash over in turn 2. Michael Waltrip has hit the wall hard. The car is upside down, and you can see the car is really torn up. Well, Jerry, I said it's sort of on its side, or, boy, yes, it is upside down.
Michael Waltrip's car begins to slip and slide on the outside and contacts the concrete wall nearly head-on. The car is sawed in half by that concrete barrier there. One of the most spectacular and violent crashes I have ever seen, Jarrett.
Jerry, I've been involved in auto racing for more than 30 years, and I don't remember ever seeing a car torn up this much.
Now we see the momentum coming from that outside lane. Once again, just on the inside of Brendan.
Oh, look out!
Trouble.
Oh, and upside down is Earnhardt. This is going to be a mess.
Behind us, waving.
The 33 of Harvick, Joey Logano involved. More cars still spinning in this multiple car crash. Just that quick.
Oh, there's contact behind him between Carl Edwards. And Carl Edwards got up into Keselowski.
And boy, it just flipped Dale over. And then there's nowhere for these guys to go. That's Kyle Busch. That's the damage he sustained. There's Brendan gone.
You got to wonder why Carl Edwards would make a move like that on the straightaway. Kind of made an abrupt move up to the outside lane there. I don't know if he thought he was clear.
Problems. Huge hit for Kennedy. The 11 up on the safer barrier. Down off the wall it comes to a grinding halt in the middle of the racetrack.
So he's racing on the inside of David Gillen. They make a little bit of contact. You see John West Townley was on the outside. He's going to run right into the side of him and kind of lift that truck up a little bit. Got into the catch fence. For the second week in a row, we've had a vehicle in the catch fence. But again, the catch fence did its job. It kept that truck down on the racetrack, and you see it riding along the top of the safer barrier.
He almost squeezed Harvick into the wall, and here comes Harvick, the 29 with Matt Kenseth.
Oh, Mark got loose. Mark got loose.
Harvick's getting a run off turn 4. It's going to be a drag race all the way back to the start-finish line. No caution. They're side by side, right to the line. Dog crash. Here they come. Checker flag. Kevin Harvick wins the Daytona 500. We got one car on his roof coming across the start-finish line.
Still wrecking. They're wrecking everywhere. Boyer's on fire. Jeff Gordon's wrecked.
And they are still wrecking. Watch the 07. It'll come in here from the right. In the bottom lane. Clint Boyer. Gets slid sideways. Whammo.
And he'll cross the start-finish line unofficially upside down in the 18th position.
On fire. I mean, that's Joey Chitwood couldn't do that.
Remember that teammate thing I said about behind Elliott? He decided he needed to be on the bottom. That's a Chevrolet teammate. I mean, not a company teammate.
Oh, we got trouble. Tyler Reddick in the 42. That's Ryan Reed. Garrett Smithley through the grass. Spencer Gallagher gets a piece of it.
Oh, and they're still wrecking. William Byron. Kevin, you said it. Talk about mistakes on pit road, and look where that put Byron.
Watch the 42.
Off of the bumper. Of the 24 of Scott Lagasse, it looked like. And then they just kept wrecking it.
It was a bit edgy, but as soon as he could get some clean air on that car, he said, I think we're going to have a fast race car. His spotter, Eddie DeHunt, just told him it's time to be greedy.
There he goes. There we go. Here we go.
Oh, upside
down.
Side. I've been upside down at Daytona one time and slid on my roof just like that, with sparks flying, and I was just hoping at the last second it was going to roll back over so I could get out. But AJ's didn't do that. He was stuck upside down. Not a comforting feeling. That oil tank is right behind you. It's very possible for oil to start leaking out. You want to get out of there as fast as you can.
All that happened on lap 2. And now, under caution, Juan Pablo Montoya has crashed and gone aflame.
Holy cow, what happened?
We just got a report that he was complaining about a bad vibration in every gear.
No, Larry, he just slammed
into the jet dryer.
I think he slammed into the jet dryer.
They're trying to clear debris off the racetrack, and the car brakes, won't steer, and he slides up the track and into the back of that surplus helicopter jet engine on a trailer used to dry the racetrack.
Larry, Mike, I saw sparks coming out from the car as if it had a tire down or something. What an incredible turn of events. I've never in my life. Oh my gosh.
And all that spilled jet fuel found something hot to ignite it. Safety workers quickly on the scene. And this is a bizarre twist to this Daytona 500.